Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Then
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
said
Hare Rama,
some karma mimamsa philosophy. He said we need to work, and the result of our work is some kind of
reaction, prosperity, right? What is Indra's role here, right? And on top of it, Krishna also said that Indra is just doing his duty as a uh, as a devata of rains. So there is not much glory there in what he is doing. We don't have to specially offer this worship or bribe Indra by giving him so much of attention. So therefore, you just follow my advice and worship Govardhan, because Govardhan mountain is specifically known to offer so many services to the entire cowhead community. As Srimati Radharani also mentioned in the Venu Gita, Hantaya Madrirabala Haridasa Varyo Yadrama Krishna Charanasparash Prabodaha Manam Tanoti Sahago Ganayostayoryat Pani Yasuyavasakandara Kandamulaihi. So Srimati Radharani said, Hantaya Madri Rabala Haridasa Varyo. This Govardhan mountain is the best of all servants of Lord Hari, Haridasa Varya. And Govardhan is known to serve the entire cowhead community by offering grasses to the cows and juices and different waterfalls to everyone, right? And also caves for the gopas to take rest inside, and also kandamulaha, roots and fruits and other berries for everyone to relish. Thus, the service rendered by the Govardhan mountain is unparalleled. Srimati Radharani, who is the best devotee of Krishna, she herself appreciated Govardhan as the best of all servants of Lord Hari. So, Krishna recommended that we are not city dwellers, we are not town dwellers, we are not even village dwellers in one sense. We are forest dwellers, we are mountain wanderers. Okay, so we are a cowhead community who is accustomed to reside in forests, Vrindavana. Okay, Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Krishna is one who wanders on the banks of Yamuna, in the forests on the banks of Yamuna. So our specific affiliation or dependence is on Govardhan mountain. Therefore, let us try to serve and worship Govardhan mountain instead of worshipping Indra. And the real fact is, within the heart of his hearts, Krishna knows that Indra is very puffed up and very proud of receiving so much worship. He was the king of heaven. He was the Lord of rains. So he became so proud of his high position. So Krishna, being the Paramatma, the super soul within the hearts of every living being, he understands. He understands the heart of everyone. Therefore, to humble Indra, our Krishna wanted to stop Indra Puja. Okay, and he spoke some karma mimamsa philosophy. And it's not that Vrajavasis are convinced or they have completely understood the karma mimamsa philosophy spoken by Krishna in this context. They just understood that Krishna will be happy if we worship Govardhan. instead of Indra. Then they agreed, okay, fine, let's worship Govardhan. Whatever pleases Krishna is the top priority of all Vrajavasis. Okay, so they are not specifically attached to a particular activity. They are attached to pleasing Krishna. If Govardhan Puja pleases Krishna, let them be pleased. Let Krishna be pleased by this. So now let's recite a few shlokas by Krishna. The 24th chapter, 21st shloka. Krishi Vanijya Go Raksha Kushidam Turyamuchyate Varta Chaturvidha Tatra Vayam Go Vrittayo Nisham. Krishi Vanijya Go Raksha. These are the activities of Vaishyas. Krishi means agriculture, Vanijya, business, Goraksha means protection of cows. And of course, Vrajavasis are not so much into Vanijya. They're a little bit into Krishi. They're mainly into Goraksha. Okay. So here Vrajavasis are the residents of the forests of Vrindavan. They are very much receiving so many benefits from Govardhan mountain and the forest of Vrindavan, and definitely a lot of guidance from the local Brahmanas. So Krishna said, you are worshipping Indra so much. Did he ever come to see you? Did he ever come to see you till now? They said, no, we never saw Indra. See, visible Govardhan is there, better worship him, not the invisible Indra. So further, Krishna is saying in the 24th sloka, Nanaha Puroja Napada Nagrama Nagraha Vayam Vanaukasastata Nityam Vanashaila Nivashinaha. Nanaha Puro Janapada. We are not the residents of Pura, great palace or great city. Janapada, we are not even residents of villages. Na grama, na grihavayam, we are not dwellers of some homes or villages, right? Vanaukasas tata nityam, we are Vanaukasa. Vanaukasa means we are residents of forests. Vanashaila nivasinaha, we are nivasis of Vana and Shaila. Vana means forest, Shaila means hills. We are mountain wanderers and forest dwellers. Therefore, our specific affiliation is towards the mountains in this area and the forests in this area. We live in forest. In the 25th shloka, Krishna is saying, Tasmad gavam brahmananam adres charabhyatam makha ya indra yaga sambharaham tairayam sadhyatam makha. So Krishna is recommending that better we worship this Govardhan mountain, and let us worship Brahmanas also, and let us worship cows also. Go Puja, Govardhan Puja, Brahmana Puja. Let's do these three and forget Indra Puja. Okay, Krishna eliminated Indra Puja. So Krishna is saying, Tasmad Gavam Brahmananam Adres Charabhyatam Makhaha. Gavam, cows, Brahmananam, Brahmanas, Vraja Brahmanas. Okay, Adri means Govardhan Adri, the Govardhan mountain. So let us worship them. All the Vrajavasis said, yes, let's worship them. But let's complete Indra Puja and we'll find one nice muhurta to worship Govardhan and Brahmanas also, and cows also. Then Krishna said, no, same muhurta is very good muhurta, right? So yeah, Indra Yaga Sambharaha, the same paraphernalia that you have collected for Indra Puja, use that in Govardhan Puja. Don't delay it. I am not proposing an idea for future. I am insisting that you have to do it now itself. Cancel Indra Puja and do Govardhan Puja. I am saying that it should be replaced with Indra Puja. Indra Puja must be replaced with Govardhan Puja, not an addition. Okay, replacement. Okay. Then Vrajavasis initially hesitated slightly, but because Krishna is excited, they agreed. Okay. Yeah, Indrayaga Sambharaha Tairayam Sadhyatam Makhaha. Then in the 26th shloka, Krishna is specifically giving some directions to the Vrajavasis, how we have to celebrate Govardhan Puja. Already some paraphernalia is arranged for Indra Puja. That has to be utilized anyways. But Krishna is giving a more elaborate procedure. Okay, 26th shloka. Pacyantam vividhaha pakaham supantaha payasadayaham samyavapupa sushkulyaham sarvadohascha grihyatam pacyantaha vividhaha pakaha. Please cook several items. Vividhaha paka means variety of food items you have to cook, right? Supantaha payasadeha. So payasa, you understand, the porridge or kheer, whichever language that you know. So you make payasam also, or you make mountains of rice, you make kunds of dal, or you make stacks of chapatis, you make all kinds of milk products, right? And sarva dohasya grihyatam, and these items must be brought from different homes, right? All bhoga need not be made only by Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mata. There are so many hundreds of Vrajavasis, thousands of Vrajavasis. All of you should make some preparations and bring it to Govardhan and worship. Okay. Then Vrajavasis are neither interested in Indra Puja nor are convinced with Karma Mamamsa philosophy. Okay. As a matter of convention, they are doing worshipping Indra. Conventionally, they observe Shivratri also. They go to Ambikavan and they worship Lord Shiva. Conventionally, because they are residents of this earth in the Bhauma Vrindavan, they are just acting in a way that is compatible with the local culture. But at heart, they are connected to Krishna only. And they worship Katyayani also, unmarried girls. So it is said that if you worship Katyayani, you get a good husband. So all the unmarried girls started worshipping Katyayani, right? Although apparently the Vrajavasis are doing some things that that the common people are doing, the intentions, the hearts are totally dedicated to Krishna. Okay, they are totally Krishna conscious. So we cannot say they are worshipping devatas. So is it bona fide? So Krishna allowed them to worship Katyayani. Krishna allowed them to worship Shiva, but Krishna did not allow them to worship Indra because Indra was proud. Okay, so Vrajavasis accepted this, and now Govardhan Puja began. So all the Vrajavasis have made unlimited offerings for the pleasure of Govardhan, and they circumambulated Govardhan. Okay, this is Govardhan Parikrama. Go Puja, Govardhan Parikrama. They did that also, and Krishna allowed all the bulls and cows to walk, and also he allowed he inspired all the gopas and gopis and children and elder people and brahmanas to do some yajna and then go around Govardhan Parikrama. And while going around Govardhan, all the gopas, especially gopis, they are singing the glories of Krishna. They were saying that, oh, who has killed Putana? One gopi sings in a very like musical tone. Another gopi says, Krishna has killed Putana. Who liberated Trinavarta? Krishna has liberated Trinavarta. Who subdued Kaliya? Krishna subdued Kaliya. Who inaugurated Govardhan Puja? Krishna inaugurated Govardhan Puja. So all the Vrajavasis were so excited in celebrating this Govardhan Puja. They felt that we have not had such a wonderful celebration till now in our entire life. So Krishna has inaugurated this Govardhan Puja, which is never heard of, and it is filled with unlimited happiness, right? For pure devotees like Vrajavasis, the pleasure of Krishna is above all other priorities. Okay, so they gladly performed this Annakota ceremony by offering thousands of food items to Giriraj Govardhan, innumerable offerings. And Vrajavasis felt that Indra never became visible to us. Okay, but did Govardhan become visible? Of course, Govardhan is visible. But to add excitement to the whole pastime, you know what Krishna did? It's mentioned in the 35th shloka. Krishnastvanyatavam rupam gopa vishrambhanam gatah shailosmiti bruvan bhuri balim adat brahadvapuh. Krishnastu anyatamam rupam. Krishna was also worshipping Govardhan hill. Krishna was also circumambulating Govardhan hill. He was doing Govardhan Parikrama. He was amongst the Gopas and Gopis. But Krishna also expanded himself as the mountain god. and made himself visible on top of the mountain, on the summit of Govardhan mountain, in a gigantic four-handed form. Okay, and he said, I am the mountain god, I am Govardhan. Right? Krishnastu anyatamam rupam gopa vishrambhanam gataha. To impress all the gopas, to inspire all the gopas, Krishna manifested himself in a four-handed form on the summit of Govardhan mountain and claimed that I am Govardhan, I am Giriraj Govardhan, I am the one who is receiving your worship and reciprocating your worship. So, and he appeared in a four-handed form. And in four-handed form as a mountain god, Krishna is sitting on the top of mountain. And in a two-handed cowhead boy form, Krishna is at the foothills of the mountain offering obeisances to his own expansion. Right? Krishna is offering obeisances to Krishna. Therefore, Govardhan mountain is simultaneously a devotee and Krishna, both. Right? So we offer a flute to Govardhan Shila. We offer a peacock feather to Govardhan Shila. We worship Govardhan as if it's Krishna himself. But it is also mentioned that Govardhan is Haridasa Varya, best of devotees of Krishna. So Govardhan is Krishna or Krishna's devotee? Both. So the manifestation of Govardhan mountain is very special, very peculiar. One day in the spiritual world, Srimati Radharani requested Krishna. After one Rasa Lila episode, Radharani requested Krishna. Krishna, I want a very, very beautiful place that is filled with so many facilities for our pleasure pastimes. Krishna understood Srimati Radharani's mood, Srimati Radharani's heart, and he thought, okay, as per Radharani's request, I need to manifest a place for the Rasa Krida between myself and the gopis of Vrindavan. So Krishna meditated, and from his heart, an effulgence came out. Basically, Krishna's love came out from his heart, and it fell on the ground, and it took the form of a small mountain. And it started growing several feet. And it started growing several billions, I forgot the figure now, several millions of miles high and millions of miles wide. And it's practically occupying the entire space, although it's unlimited space in Goloka Vrindavan, but still it's occupying entire space of the Goloka Vrindavan, and all the gopis felt, oh, this mountain form, this mountain, which is basically a manifestation of Krishna's love in his heart, is occupying the entire space. What about other things in Govardhan? Basically, Krishna's love for Radharani is so intense and so high that it keeps on expanding. So because gopis became concerned about this expansion of Govardhan mountain, Krishna just tapped Govardhan mountain and made it small. Means he restricted the growth of the mountain, and the mountain just stopped at some size. Okay, so basically, Govardhan mountain is a manifestation of Srimati Radharani's desire and Krishna's love. So therefore, Govardhan mountain is also considered Krishna and also Krishna's devotee. So Govardhan is Bhagavat Swarupa and also Bhakta Swarupa. Just like Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna himself. At the same time, he's a devotee of Krishna also, right? So he's Krishna, but in the mode of a devotee. Similarly, Govardhan also is Krishna, but acting as a devotee of Krishna, right? So manifested by the desire of Radha and Krishna, the best of all devotees of devotees of Krishna, Srimati Radharani, requested for a place for their pleasure pastimes, and Krishna manifested. So that Govardhan is being honored by Krishna now. Govardhan is being worshipped by Krishna. So now Krishna manifested himself in a four-handed form on the summit of Govardhan mountain and receiving all the worship. And you know what else Krishna did? Let's recite the 36th shloka. Tasmai namo vrajajanaihi sahachakra atmanatmane aho pashyata shailoso rupino anugraham vyadhat. Tasmai namo vrajajanaihi. Seeing this gigantic form of Govardhan, mountain god, who appeared in a form that has eyes and lips and ears and hands and legs, in a very unprecedented form. Mountains are not seen to be having eyes, lips and nose and ears and hands, but Krishna manifested this form, okay, as the mountain god, Giriraj Govardhan. Tasmai namo vrajajanaihi. All the Vrajavasis are offering obeisances to Giriraj Govardhan. And Krishna himself is offering obeisances. Sahachakra atmanatmane. Atmana atmane. Krishna himself is offering obeisances to himself. Right? Krishna's cowhead boy form. Krishna in a cowhead boy form is offering obeisances to Krishna in the mountain form. Okay. Aho pashyata shailo asau rupi no anugraham yadhat. All the Vrajavasis are expressing their astonishment. They're saying that, oh, see, this beautiful mountain god has manifested in a form that is visible to us. Indra never became visible to us. What is this? So then all the Vrajavasis folded their hands and offered obeisances out of innocence, out of their simplicity, out of their love. They offered obeisances to Govardhan, and they are offering prayers and expressing their desires in front of Govardhan. You know what they said? Oh, Giriraj Govardhan, Giriraj Govardhan, please fulfill our desires. And what is the desire? Nanda Maharaj, the head of all Vrajavasis, he said, my only desire is Govardhan mountain, please keep Krishna and Balaram always happy. That's his desire. Okay, no other desire. He's not asking for some material prosperity. He's not asking for more land, more kingdom, facilities. No, he's asking for the welfare of Krishna and Balaram, right? So now Krishna received all this worship in the form of mountain god, and he also started eating all their offerings. So this Govardhan mountain, the mountain god, is just extending his hands and then accepting all the offerings, so much of rice, dal, chapati, sabji, all the milk products, all the rasgullas, rasmalais, gulab jamuns, and that mountain of rice, everything is just accepting. And he ate everything. And he said, any more, we want more, we want more. Where will they get now? So spontaneously. So Vrajavasis were a bit astonished. More? You want more? They offered tulsi. And he accepted tulsi. And he felt happy. Okay. And later he manifested all the bhoga that he has eaten as Mahaprasad. And all the devotees felt so happy. All the Vrajavasis accepted that as mercy of Giriraj Govardhan. 37th shloka says, Esho vajanato martyan kamarupi vanaukasaham hantihyasmai namasyamah sarmane atmano gavam. So, like this Vrajavasis are so astonished with the mercy of Giriraj Govardhan, and they offered obeisances to Govardhan, and they also worshipped cows. It's not practical to worship all the cows. You know what they did? They selected one representative cow amongst all the lakhs of cows that are there in Vrindavan. They brought only that cow and then offered some special silk cloth and ornaments and offered dhoop deep and other worship and circumambulated that cow. It's very difficult to extract one cow from the cow head. One day at Govardhan Eco Village, we did Govardhan Puja. We were doing Govardhan Parikrama, the replica Govardhan. Of course, we have original Govardhan Shila also at Radhakund. So we brought one cow from the Goshala. Goshala is on the other side of the property, and then somehow we brought that cow. It was very, very difficult to bring that cow and circumambulate there. And the cow is not calm and composed, right? Cow is constantly trying to go back to the cow herd, okay? And the calf also is another big project to bring the calf. So that's the first and last time, I believe, we brought cow to Govardhan. So since then, we started going to Goshala and do Go Puja there only in Goshala. And then we come back to our Govardhan, and then we do parikrama there. So anyways, they selected one cow only and then worshipped. Okay. So that's how they successfully completed Govardhan Puja and Go Puja. So all the Vrajavasis felt that this is a very, very wonderful festival that we ever had in life. Till now, we had so many celebrations in Vrindavan, but the most memorable and relishable celebration is Govardhan Puja. All the Vrajavasis felt like that. But this is not the highest celebration. That this Govardhan Puja is not the greatest celebration or the most memorable event in Vrajavasis' lives. There is one more. You know what is that? Anyone here? What's more exciting to Vrajavasis? What's a more exciting celebration for Vrajavasis? When Indra created devastating rainfall and Krishna lifted Govardhan mountain, the celebration that happened under Govardhan mountain for 7 days is a greater celebration than Govardhan Puja. When they're going around Govardhan, doing parikrama, offering Annakut and all, that's definitely greatest celebration, but there's much greater celebration than that is under Govardhan. As of now, we can only celebrate Govardhan Puja and Annakut ceremony. We can't go under Govardhan, but we can go also. If we purify ourselves and make ourselves eligible to enter Krishna's pastimes by following the path given by the Acharyas, yes, Krishna can give everyone, all sadhakas also entrance under Govardhan, right? So whenever the pastime takes place again. So now let's enter the 25th chapter. First shloka. Shri Shuka Uvacha. Oh, sorry, you don't have the screen. So first shloka of 25th chapter. Indrastadatmanaha pujam vignaya vihatam drupam gopebhyah krishnanathebhyo nandadibhyaschu kopaham. Indrastadatmanaha pujam vignaya vihatam drupa. So Indra understood that year the Vrajavasis did not offer puja to him. Indra became very insecure, very furious. Gopebhyah krishnanatebhyo. These gopas considered Krishna as their natha, and they are what to say, disregarding me. I am their protector. Okay, I am their maintainer. So Indra became very furious, right? Second shloka says, Ganam samvartakam nama meghanam chantakarinam Indras prachodayat kruddho vakyam chaheshamanyuta. Ganam samvartakam nama. So Indra, out of his hunger for honor. So some people are very hungry for honor. And if they don't receive that honor, they want to even destroy those people who don't honor. They insult. They speak ill words. You know the episode of Daksha and Shiva? Daksha entered that big sacrificial assembly hall and everyone stood up offering him respects. But only two people did not stand up. One is Brahma. Okay, he's my father. Daksha went and offered obeisances. The second one was Shiva. Shiva did not stand up because he was meditating on the Supreme Lord Vishnu. Daksha became so offended. Daksha felt that this Shiva has accepted me as father-in-law, means he's my subordinate, he's younger than me, and he is supposed to get up and offer respects to me. He doesn't know culture, and he gave a big seminar on Vaishnava culture. That seminar is basically criticism of Lord Shiva, blasphemy of Lord Shiva, right? And he announced also, title, disclaimer, I am not speaking out of envy or pride. I am speaking just to teach culture to all of you, right? I am speaking on good culture, Vaishnava culture. And then everything is criticism of Lord Shiva only, right? So he was hungry for honor from Lord Shiva. He was very envious and proud. Therefore, you know what has happened to him. He got a goat head and all that, okay? So now Indra also, he was hungry for honor. He wanted to be worshipped. Right? Our Vaishnava culture teaches us, Tranadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna. Amanina manadena kirtaniyah sada harihi. Our Vaishnava culture teaches us to be humble, to be tolerant, and to not expect respect from others, but we should be prepared to offer respect to everyone, right? So then only we will be able to chant the holy names of Krishna effectively. So this is what our Vaishnava culture teaches us. But one Vaishnava, Indra, he is also a devotee of Krishna, right? But he is not a pure devotee. So when there is no purity in the heart completely, there is some desire for honor. Tranadapi Sinichena completely does not manifest in the heart of a devotee who is not yet fully pure, right? So Indra was very hungry for honor, and Indra felt that the Vrajavasis are very proud. He is proud. He's thinking that Vrajavasis are proud, right? Atmavan manyate jagat. Let's see. Let's complete this shloka. 22nd shloka. Ganam samvartakam nama meghanam chantakarinam. Indra wanted to destroy Vrindavan just because he did not receive worship from Vrajavasis. He wanted to destroy Vrindavan and destroy all Vrajavasis. With that plan, with that thought in mind, he called Samvartaka clouds. Ganam Samvartakam nama meghanam cha antakarinam. These meghas, these clouds, are called Samvartaka clouds, and they are known to destroy everything. Antakarinam means they are known to destroy the entire universe at the time of universal dissolution, pralaya. Indraha prachodayat kruddho. Indra called them kruddho, with great anger. Vakyam chahesha manyuta. Vakyam cha aha. He spoke these words with what mood? Ishamani. You read the purport, beautiful purport. Okay. Ishamani means considering oneself the controller. I am Isha. Ishamana syndrome. That's basically false ego. One who has false ego considers himself the controller and considers himself the master, proprietor, controller, enjoyer, and whoever challenges his position as Isha becomes an object of envy and anger of that person, right? And if someone does not offer respect to that person, acknowledge his position as Isha, he feels a sense of insecurity. This insecurity is a product of immaturity. Mature people consider Krishna as the Isha. Ishvaraha paramaha Krishna Satchidananda Vigraham Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So mature people consider Krishna as Isha. Immature people consider oneself as Isha. Ishamani syndrome. Okay. So if you think you are Isha, whoever is not accepting you as Isha, you become angry with them. And that's what is happening with Indra also. Because he is so immature in his understanding of Krishna and in understanding his own position as a servant of Krishna, subordinate of Krishna, he is feeling insecure now. So mature men do not aspire for the fulfillment of being honored by others, right? Mature people are already fulfilled internally with Krishna Katha. Okay, what is Krishna Katha? Discussion about Krishna's glories, discussion about Krishna's Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila. If we are absorbed in Hari Katha, Krishna Katha, we are acknowledging Krishna's superiority over ourselves. Proud people do their self Katha, right? They boast about themselves. I am great, I have done this, I have done that. But humble people, they glorify Krishna. Krishna is great. No, I am not great. Krishna is great. Krishna's names are great. Krishna's forms are great. Krishna's pastimes are great. So, humble people accept Krishna's greatness and accept the greatness of other great personalities, Vaishnavas, Guru. But proud people think themselves to be great. Therefore, proud people cannot relish Harikatha. Okay, only humble people relish Harikatha. So one who has taste for Harikatha, one who genuinely relishes the glorification of Krishna, is not very excited to hear one's own glories. Once Prithu Maharaj was being glorified by all his citizens, and some special professional bards, Suta Magada Vandis, they were trying to glorify Prithu Maharaj in various ways. But Prithu said, no, don't glorify me. I'm not qualified. I'm an ordinary person. In such great assemblies, you have to glorify Krishna, not me. He's very humble at heart. Seeing his humility, the professional bards glorified him even more. So, humble person is not interested in self-glorification. They're interested in glorifying Krishna. But proud people like Indra in this context, he's interested in self-glorification. He wants worship for himself. Therefore, Krishna understood his heart and stopped his worship. Now, this is the after effects of stopping Indra Puja. So 1 week this effect will be there. After 1 week, he'll be humbled again. Okay. So for Indra, it took 1 week to become humble. But if we see Indra's example, we can become humble in 1 moment only. Or it can take 1 year also. It can take 1 lifetime also. It can take 10 lifetimes also. Someday we have to become humble. Either we voluntarily become humble or we give that work to Krishna. Better is not to increase Krishna's work, right? Let's not give service to Krishna of humbling us. If we ourselves become humble voluntarily, Krishna will be a little relaxed. Okay, otherwise he has to take that task of humbling us. Okay, but Indra is not so humble, so Krishna had taken up his case. Okay, I'll handle him. He's not humble, I'll humble him. Okay, so Indra called the Samvartaka clouds along with 7 types of winds of destruction. Because clouds will move according to wind. You know that Bhishma story, Bhishma's shloka. Sarvam kalakritam vanye bhavatam cha yadapriyam sapalo yadvashe loko vayo rivaghanavalihi. In this shloka, Bhishma gives this example that clouds do not have any independence to move. They have to move according to the movements of the air. Therefore, Indra did not just call the Samvartaka clouds, which are very fierce. He also called winds, 7 winds of destruction that can destroy the entire universe. So with wild lightning, thunder, and winds, the Samvartaka clouds started pouring incessant water. It's not some droplets or drizzles coming. So the water is coming like thick columns, right? Samvartaka clouds poured this water very incessantly. Let me show the next shloka. 3rd shloka. 25th chapter, 3rd shloka. Aho Srimadamahatmyam Gopanam Kanakaukasam Krishnam Martyamupashritya Ye Chakrurdeva Helanam. Indra is saying, Aho Srimada Mahatmyam. Have you seen this Mada? Mada means intoxication, pride. Of what? Shri, prosperity. See the intoxication, see the pride of the Vrajavasis. Because they are so prosperous cowhead community, they are so proud about themselves. Right? Although they are Gopas, just cowhead people, Kana Kaukasam, residents of Kanana. Kanana means forest. So they are residents of forests, but Krishnam Martyam Upashritya. They have taken shelter of Krishna, who is a Martya, an ordinary mortal. See, what great arrogance. Daksha, out of his arrogance, called, this Parameshti pushed me, forced me to give my daughter Sati in marriage to Shiva. Who is that Parameshti? Brahma. He's not even calling his father Brahma as father. He's in this Parameshti. Okay, that is his pride. So in pride, people lose basic etiquette also. When someone is angry and proud, they can't even observe small courtesies and etiquettes also. He's saying Krishnam Martyam Upashritya. When Brahma and Mother Earth went to pray at Kshir Sagar for the descent of the Lord, Indra was also there. Means Indra, along with all the devatas, they prayed for the appearance of Krishna, and within 7 years, Krishna is 7 years old. Within 7 years, Indra forgot. This Krishna is a Martya, an ordinary human being. Krishnam Martyam Upashritya, Ye Chakrur Deva Helanam. Deva Helanam, we are Devatas. He's doing Helan, he's insulting us, right? Vrajavasis are insulting us, right? So, fourth sloka. Yatha Dridaha Karma Mayaihi Kartubhir Namanavnabhihi Vidyam Anvi Kshitkim Hitva Titir Shanti Bhavarnavam. See, he's giving nice examples also. Okay. Just by jnana, one cannot cross this material ocean. Titir Shanti Bhavarnavam. Bhavarnavam means material ocean. You cannot cross material ocean by some material jnana. Okay. You need bhakti to cross. Similarly, you can't gain prosperity. One more thing. Yatha dradaihi karmamayehi kratubhir namanau nibhaihi. So one cannot cross this material ocean by karma. Karma path and jnana path cannot help us cross this material ocean. We need bhakti. Okay. So Indra is giving some example. I forgot the translation of the shloka. Anyways, so Indra is not. Indra has some understanding of what it takes to cross over this material ocean. Okay, but Indra is using such an example to make a point where he establishes his own superiority. He's using a bona fide example and drawing a non-bona fide conclusion. Only by taking my shelter, they can win prosperity. They can gain prosperity. Just like only by taking shelter of bhakti, one can attain the spiritual world. Similarly, only by taking shelter of Indra, they can get grains and rains. Okay, so something to this effect. So Indra is saying, but Indra does not know they have taken shelter of a higher power than even Indra. And Indra started criticizing Krishna. Vachalam balisham stabdham agnam panditamaninam Krishnam martyam upashritya gopa me chakrura priyam. Vachalam, talkative. This Krishna, 7-year-old boy, is very talkative. He keeps on saying something. Sometimes children keep on saying something. You may not find very practical things there, right? They're very small. They may keep on saying, and you can smile, you can appreciate their sweet words. You don't find much practical things there, right? But Indra is saying that Krishna is also like that, 7-year-old boy. You should not take his words very seriously. But the Vrajavasis are not like that. Whatever Krishna says, they take seriously. Okay. Vachalam, he's talkative boy. Balisham, childish. Stabdham, very obstinate, very stubborn. Agnam, Agna means he's very ignorant. Panditamaninam, he thinks himself a great Pandit, although he's an Agnani. Okay. Krishnam Martyam Upashritya. These Vrajavasis have taken shelter of such a Martya Krishna, mortal being Krishna. So ordinary human being Krishna. Gopame Chakrur Apriyam. And they are doing something Apriyam, unfavorable to all the Devatas. Now Acharyas cannot tolerate these blasphemous words by Indra directed towards Krishna. What do? They give positive interpretations. Vachalam. Krishna is talkative. If Krishna doesn't talk, who will talk? He's the supreme teacher. Only he has to talk and we have to hear. Right? Let him be Vachal, no problem. Let him speak. Balisham. Balisham means childish. That indicates lack of experience. But Balisham can also mean very pure, very innocent. A child cannot have malice in the heart. A child is very innocent, very pure at heart. He cannot contemplate harm for others. So Balisham also indicates purity of heart, innocence of heart. So Krishna is like that. Stabdham, he's very obstinate. Yes, he is very strong. Agnam, in one sense it is ignorant. Agnam can also mean, Gnam, nothing is unknown to him. He knows everything. Right? There is nothing unknown. There is nothing suspense for Krishna. Pandita Maninam. Pandita Maninam means one who considers himself a great Pandit. But Pandita Maninam also means all Pandits give him samman, offer him respect. Right? He is respectable, worshipable by all Pandits. That's another meaning. So this is how Acharyas give positive meanings. Right? So 6th shloka. Indra's further pride. Basically, Indra is blaspheming Krishna now and criticizing Vrajavasis. Yesham Shriyavaliptanam Krishnenadhamapti Krishnenadbhapitatmanam Dhunuta Srimadastambham Pashun Nayata Sankshayam. Yesham Shriyapaliptanam. These Brajavasis are very proud of their Shriya, prosperity, their material wealth. Because they're such a great prosperous cowhead community with so much of wealth and Godhan, they're so proud. And they are considering Krishna as their master, although he's a 7-year-old boy. So Dhunata Srimada Stambham Pashun Nayata Sankshayan. I will teach them a lesson. I will make them humble. They are so proud, I will make them humble. It is Indra who is supposed to be humbled now, but Indra is thinking that I have to humble the Vrajavasis, right? They are proud, I have to be humble. So this is Atmavan Manyate Jagat. One who is proud, he may perceive pride in others. Sometimes he perceives envy in others also. One who is envious, he will perceive envy in others. Sometimes he perceives pride in others also. Basically, our own anarthas are reflected in the objects or people that we are seeing many times, right? So Indra is being so proud here. 7th shloka. Aham chairavatam nagam aruhya anuvraje vrajam marudganair mahavegair nandagoshta jighamsaya. Aham cha airavatam nagam. I will come on my Airavata elephant. Okay. And you, Samvartaka clouds, you go along with the 7 destructions of wind, you create a devastating rainfall in Vrindavan. And I will also come with Airavat with my thunderbolt. I will also create a big havoc there. First you go. First you start your job. Okay. I'll come slowly. With this malicious intention, Indra ordered all the rain gods and Indra ordered all the clouds and wind gods to destroy Vrindavan. So Sukadeva Goswami is speaking now. Indra started destruction in the Nanda Gokula. Okay. And Acharyas, Sukadeva Goswami very graphically describes all the devastation created by Indra and Indra's clouds in Vrindavan. Very interesting that Indra wanted to prove himself as superior to Vrajavasis. Right? Ashwathama also, just to save his own body, he released a Brahmastra, which can destroy entire universe. You know, in the first canto, 7th chapter. But Krishna told Arjuna, you release a Brahmastra, withdraw both the Brahmastras. So that's what he mentioned. Okay. So to protect his own body, Ashwathama released a Brahmastra that can create harm to everyone. Now Indra, to protect his own sense of false ego, he is sending the Samvartaka clouds to destroy entire Gokul, entire Vrindavan. When someone is so egoistic, when someone is so self-obsessed, just to protect one's sense of honor or false ego or body or some self-interests, they don't mind doing any kind of destruction to others. One Indra did not get one puja. That's all. Okay. One puja is cancelled. For that, let me destroy entire Gokul, entire Vrindavan. And whom should he employ? He has to employ Samvartaka clouds directly. So this is the nature of false ego. When my power is not acknowledged, I will prove myself. I will destroy everyone who has not acknowledged my ego. Okay, this is Ishamana syndrome. And the effect of this devastating rainfall that Indra has created is that all the highlands and lowlands in Vrindavan were filled with water. Especially the cows are severely tormented because of cold, because of too much rain. And all the calves, they went underneath the cows. There is some flesh hanging below the neck of the cows, right? So all the calves went under the necks between the legs to take shelter of their mother cows so that they can save themselves from devastating rainfall of Vrindavan. Okay. And some cows were tormented so much that they even left their bodies. And the clouds were so colorful. Some were black clouds, some were yellow clouds, some were green clouds, some were of the color of Indragopa insect, some were with the color of camphor, some clouds were of the color of blue lotus. So all these clouds were like big, big elephants walking side by side. And the raindrops were the size of big elephants. So elephant size raindrop. Have you ever seen? Elephant size raindrop. And they were also like mountain peaks falling. And all this downpour of rain is like thick pillars, huge pillars. Okay. Not like when you open a tap, you may get some, say, 1 centimeter or 5 millimeter thick water fall. But here they are like huge pillars. All the 7 planets echoed with thunder. And in Vrindavan, such calamity has never happened till now. But Krishna is the supreme protector. Now, an interesting observation here. How come this Indra's devastating rainfall torments all the Vrajavasis to such a degree? How can the cows faint? How can the cows be tormented so much in the presence of Govinda, the protector of cows? The answer is that these calamities in Vrindavan were created by Indra. Although Indra has created these calamities, and they created so much of pain to the Vrajavasis, this is actually allowed by the Lila Shakti. Okay, it's not Indra Shakti, it is Lila Shakti. Just like Putana entered Vrindavan, she could win the trust of all Vrajavasis. Basically, she hypnotized all the Vrajavasis with her Maya, with her mystic potency. She made everyone believe that she has pure intentions and she's a very celestial, motherly lady. So they all felt like that. Literally, they felt like that. Okay. But it's not Putana's Maya exactly. It seems like that. It's not Putana's Maya. It is the Lord's Lila Shakti that enabled Putana to bewilder Vrajavasis who are his eternal associates, and to bewilder, not bewilder exactly, to make even Yashoda Mata and Rohini Mata also trust Putana. It's not Putana's Maya. It is Krishna's Leela Shakti that allowed Putana to act in this way. Right? Vrajavasis, eternal associates of Krishna, can never be bewildered by any demon's mystic potency. Okay? Only Krishna's Leela Shakti can influence them so that the Leela can happen. If all the Vrajavasis could detect that Putana is a Rakshasi, they will not allow her into Nandamara's home. How will the Leela happen? Therefore, to add flavor to the Leela, Krishna allowed Vrajavasis to get hypnotized by Putana's Maya. Okay, and the Leela happened. Similarly, in this case, how can a Devata like Indra, whose post keeps changing 14 times in one day of Brahma? Okay, Brahma is so great, and that Brahma also in the 14th chapter of this canto, with folded hands, with 8 eyes shedding tears, he is offering prayers to Krishna. Then who is Indra in comparison to Krishna? If Brahma is so insignificant in comparison to Krishna, who is Indra in comparison to Krishna? So there are 14 Indras in one day of Brahma. In one lifetime of Brahma, how many Indras? 14 into 30 into 14 into 365 into 100. Those many Indras keep on coming in one life of Brahma. Right? So that is the greatness of Krishna. And that Indra, how could he torment the Vrajavasis who are the eternal associates of Krishna? This is only to enhance Krishna's Leela, increase the flavor of Krishna's Leela, drama, to induce some drama here. Okay, there should be some description of how much the rainfall has tormented the Vrajavasis. Then you can better appreciate Krishna's Govardhan lifting pastime. Right? When Indra has created such a devastating rainfall, Krishna could effortlessly protect the Brajavasis. Your appreciation for Krishna's lifting of Govardhan will increase when the intensity of the pain of Brajavasis is described in this way. Okay, so it's not that literally they were experiencing some pain. There is some pain in the sense it's a pastime, it's a part of the pastime, part of the Lila is that they're experiencing some pain. They were tormented, and Krishna comes and relieves that pain. It's like eating 10 mirchis and shedding tears, and suddenly you eat one gulab jamun, okay, after eating mirchi. So that has special flavor. After eating 10 gulab jamuns, 11th gulab jamun will not give you so much ecstasy, right? After eating one mirchi, then gulab jamun will give you more ecstasy. It's like that only. So many of the pastimes must be seen in this perspective. So how can Brajavasis be tormented like that? Yeah, because they are tormented so heavily like that, Krishna's lifting a Govardhan appears very sweet. Okay, that's only to enhance the flavor of this pastime where Krishna is going to exhibit his full rasa. Okay, so now let us move ahead in our shlokas. I kind of summarized many shlokas now. This is 11th, 12th, all these shlokas were describing the pain of the Brajavasis. Then the 13th shloka says, Krishna Krishna Mahabhaga Tvannatham Gokulam Prabho Tratumarhasi Devanaha Kupitad Bhakta Vatsalam. Krishna Krishna Mahabhaga, oh greatly fortunate Krishna, Tannatham Gokulam Prabho, you are the master of all Gokul Vasis. By the way, they are not speaking in a reverential tone. They are speaking in a loving tone. Naturally, all the Brajavasis take shelter of Krishna only whenever there is a calamity, but they don't consider Krishna as God. Okay, out of intimacy, they go to Krishna like that. Okay, it's their intimacy and it's their loving dependence. One day there was a big forest fire in Vrindavan. All the Gopas, in great anxiety, they took shelter of Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, please protect, please protect. And Krishna swallowed forest fire. And all the Vrajavasis, all the Gopas felt that, oh, Krishna swallowed forest fire. Very powerful. Maybe he's a Devata. And if he's a Devata, we are also Devatas. Because we are his friends, right? So they never take Krishna's superhuman pastimes also seriously. Right? All this will come up now. So Krishna offered, all the Vrajavasis offered prayers to Krishna. Tratumarhasi devannaha kupita bhakta vatsala. You are bhakta vatsala. You are affectionate towards all your devotees. Tratumarhasi, please protect us. And devannaha kupito, the devatas became very, very kupito means angry with us. Indra's puja stopped, Indra became angry, he's creating rainfall. Then all the wind gods and meghas are assisting him. So devatas are very angry with us, you please protect us. Then 15th shloka. They are saying that because we have stopped Indra puja, Indra became very angry and he is now creating this unseasonal rain in Vrindavan. Please protect us. Okay, they are taking his shelter naturally. Then Krishna understood, oh, it is Indra's work only. 16th shloka says, Tatra pratividhim samyak atma yogena sadhyate lokesha maninam maudhyat dhanishye shrimadam tamaha. Tatra pratividhim samyak atma yogena sadhyate. Indra has created this rainfall. I will do pratividhi. I will do pratikriya. Means I will counteract this. Atma yogena sadhyate. By my own potency, I will do this. Krishna is saying, Lokesha maninam maudhyat. This Mudha Indra, this foolish Indra is thinking he's the Lokesha, is the master of all planets. Dhanishye Srimadam Tamaha. Because of this Mada, intoxication of his position as the king of heaven, as the Lord of rains, he became very ignorant. So I will teach him a lesson. So Krishna said. And further, Krishna is saying in the 17th shloka, Nahi sadbhava yuktanam suranam isha vismayah matto satam vana bhangaha prashramayopakalpate. It is not proper that devatas who are suras, supposed to be in goodness, it is not proper that they become victims of such unnecessary qualities like pride. So I should protect them from pride. By the way, it seems that Krishna protected Vrajavasis from Indra's rainfall and Krishna punished Indra. Krishna is indifferent to Indra. But the real fact is, Krishna saved Indra also. Krishna saved Vrajavasis from Indra's rainfall, and Krishna saved Indra from his own ego and pride. When the Lord is little strict with some devotees, he's creating some calamities or some kind of humbling, awkward, embarrassing experiences for devotees, it's not that Krishna is not merciful towards them. Krishna is mercifully creating a humiliating situation in the life of a devotee. Krishna is mercifully causing some difficulties and reversals and calamities and insults in the life of a devotee so that they become humble. Okay, that is Krishna's grace, Krishna's kindness upon them. Therefore, mature devotees thank Krishna. They become grateful to Krishna, whether they encounter happy experiences or unpleasant experiences in life, because they only see Krishna's grace and Krishna's mercy in their life in every situation, and they are not specifically attached to getting only materially pleasant circumstances in their life. They're okay with anything. They can see Krishna's hand behind all circumstances. Krishna, maybe I'm very proud. Maybe I'm not very attentive in my devotional service. Therefore, you have arranged this experience for me so that I become humble, so that I become more serious in bhakti. This is the mood of a devotee, right? So, but Indra has to come to that mood very soon. So, next, Krishna in the 18th shloka says, Tasman matcharanam goshtam mannatham matparigraham gopaye swatma yogena soyam me vrata ahitaha. Tasmat matcharanam goshtam. This goshti, this cowhead community has taken my sharan, has taken my shelter. Mannatham, they considered me as their master. Mat parigraham gopaye me gopaye swatma yogena yo soyam me vrata ahitaha. Vrata means vow. Krishna says it's my solemn vow that I have taken to protect those who have taken my shelter. So Krishna said that I must protect these Vrajavasis because they have taken my shelter. So that is Krishna's Bhakta Vatsalyata. There is no compromise. Krishna is the only protector. So we know that shloka in the Mukundamala Stotra. Krishno rakshatu no jagatraya guru Krishnam namadhvam sada Krishne nakhila shatravo vinihita Krishnaya tasmai namah Krishnadeva samuthitam jagadidam Krishnasya dasosmyaham Krishne tishtati vishvametadakhilam He Krishna rakshasvamam. Only Krishna can protect us. Krishno rakshatu no jagatraya guru. Krishna is the guru of all the three worlds and only he can protect us. Krishno rakshatu no jagatraya guru. Krishnam namadhvam sada. Let us always offer obeisances unto Krishna only. Krishne nakhila shatravo vinihita. Krishnaya tasmai namah. Only Krishna can destroy all the enemies of devotees. Devotees do not have any enemies. Devotees are ajati shatrus. But there are some people who consider devotees as enemies. And Krishna will teach a lesson to them. Krishne nakhila shatravo vinihita. Krishnaya tasmai namah. Krishna deva samuthitam jagadidam. Krishnasya dasosmyaham. Everything in the entire universe is manifested by Krishna, maintained by Krishna, created by Krishna. Therefore, let us serve Krishna only with all the paraphernalia that we find in this material creation. This creation is coming from Krishna. Whatever is available in this creation is meant for Krishna's seva, and it is my duty to engage all objects in Krishna's seva, right? As dasa, in the mode of a servant. So, all the Vrajavasis engaged everything that they have in Krishna's seva only. They have given up everything that they have for Krishna's pleasure. Their their cows, their milk, their homes, their hearts, their relatives, their family members, whatever they have is only meant for Krishna's pleasure, right? In this way, they are the most dedicated servants of Krishna. How can Krishna not protect them, right? So with this mood, Krishna decided, I must protect them. So iti yuk 19th sloka. इत्युक्त्वैकेन हस्तेन कृत्वा गोवर्धनाचलं दधार लीलया विष्णुः चक्राखम् इव बालकः छत्राकम्. Now, iti uktva ekena hastena. Saying this, Krishna lifted Govardhan with one hand. Before that, some drama happened. Okay, everything you are not seeing in the shlokas written by Sukadeva Goswami. We have more extra explanation given by Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur. There is more content in Ananda Vrindavan Champu, Gopal Champu, Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur's commentary, Jiva Goswami's commentary, Harivamsha, Garga Samhita. So if you take all the details, Krishna's Leelas become very relishable. 1 hour is not sufficient for Govardhan Leela, but we have to concise things. So it is said that Krishna saw all the gopas and gopis and cows and the calves and peacocks and monkeys. Everyone is getting tormented. So Krishna decided to humble Indra. What did Krishna do? Krishna did not even tighten his waist belt. Okay. Very indifferently, Krishna ran from Nanda Maharaj's house to Govardhan. When Krishna is just moving, not a single drop of rainwater fell on Krishna. Just like Vasudeva, when he was carrying Krishna, baby Krishna, from Mathura to Gokul, Yamuna gave way. Yamuna gave way to Vasudeva and he could pass very easily. And on top of it, there is umbrella of Anantasesh. So Vasudeva did not become wet. Now, although there is devastating rainfall everywhere, just in that one pathway where Krishna is walking, not a single drop of rain was there. So Krishna just proved to Indra, your rain cannot even touch me. What to speak of inundating me? Okay, what to speak of affecting me? It cannot even touch me. So Krishna went. Just like a small child picks up a mushroom, Krishna effortlessly with one hand lifted Govardhan mountain and held it on his head, on his hand, on his little finger. And when Krishna uprooted Govardhan mountain, a small rock from Govardhan, from the middle of Govardhan mountain, got disconnected from Govardhan, from the bottom, giving a nice stage for Krishna to stand on. Okay, Krishna lifted like this. Okay, Govardhan is on top, like this. My God, they are connected. No problem. So Govardhan mountain is there on top, and Krishna is standing on a small shila of Govardhan. Okay, small, what to say, rock, so that he has some height and everyone can get nice darshan. Right? If the main, the central character is on a stage, others can get to see him nicely, right? So Krishna, a nice stage is created by Govardhan for Krishna. So Krishna went on that stage. Okay, so then that's how he lifted, and he lifted like umbrella. He lifted like a child lifts mushroom effortlessly, or a baby elephant lifts sugarcane effortlessly. Now, an interesting observation here. I am taking some information from Sri Govardhana Vasa Prarthana Dashakam by Raghunath Das Goswami. There are so many ways in which Krishna can protect the Vrajavasis from this devastating rainfall created by Indra. Why did Krishna lift only Govardhan mountain? Do you know the distance between Nanda Bhavan and Govardhan mountain? It's quite far, right? Why Krishna had to walk all the way from Nanda Bhavan to Govardhan mountain and then lift there? Why he has to call all the Vrajavasis, you go, you also please come with me, come under Govardhan mountain. He could have called everyone inside Nanda Bhavan only. He can make Nanda Bhavan also totally unaffected by Indra's rainfall. He can expand Nanda Bhavan also. He can do anything. Okay, you stand here, just like there is no rainfall on my head, there will not be any rainfall on your head also. He can do that. He can call Anantasesh. He can just make Anantasesh, expand his hoods above all the Vrajavasis. There are 100 different ways in which Krishna could have protected the Vrajavasis. Why did Krishna choose only to lift Govardhan to protect Vrajavasis? The answer is that Krishna lifted Govardhan mountain to give special honor to Govardhan. Govardhan is the best of all servants, and Govardhan is rendering service to me in so many ways, and Srimati Radharani has a special appreciation for Govardhan. Let me increase the honor of Govardhan. Krishna is also called Bhaktana Manavardhanaha. Krishna is one who increases the glory of his devotees, one who expands the glory of his devotees. So Krishna lifted Govardhan just to make Govardhan glorious for all time to come. Let Govardhan be glorified for the rest of all time to come. So this is the love that Krishna had for Govardhan. And let me give more information from other scriptures, not there in Bhagavatam much, but it's indicated in Bhagavatam. Krishna spends his whole day with the gopas and the cows and the calves on Yamuna bank, right? So all the Sakya Bhaktas and other devotees get opportunity to associate with Krishna throughout the day. At the evening time, Krishna comes back to Nanda Bhavan. There, all the Dasya Bhaktas and Vatsalya Bhaktas, they get to associate with Krishna. The house servants of Nanda Maharaj who are in Dasya Rasa, Raktaka, Patraka, Chitraka, they get to make all arrangements to receive Krishna back home and make arrangements for Krishna's bath and other things. And Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mata, they come and embrace Krishna. Yashoda Mata bathes Krishna, dresses Krishna, feeds Krishna, makes him sleep. So like that evening time till morning time, Krishna gives his association to Vatsalya Bhaktas and Dasya Bhaktas. Throughout the day, he's with Shanta Bhaktas and Sakya devotees. And what about Madhurya devotees? When Krishna is entering Vrindavan forest and coming back from Vrindavan forest, all the Madhurya gopis come out of their homes and look at Krishna as Krishna is entering. Barha Pidam Natavaravapuhu Karnayor Karnikaram. All the gopis come and look at Krishna. Krishna showering sidelong glances upon all the gopis. Okay, so that keeps happening in Vrindavan, where different devotees of different rasas get to associate with Krishna at different times of the day. But Krishna felt, no, I must associate with all of them at all times. And all the Vrajavasis are also feeling that a whole day I'm in separation from Krishna. Who is feeling like that? Yashoda Mata, Vatsalya Gopis and Gopas, they are feeling that whole day we are in separation from Krishna. And all the younger Gopas, Sakya Bhaktas, they are feeling that whole night we are in separation from Krishna. Right? Sometimes the younger Gopas, they come to Nanda Maharaj's house and knock the door. Thak, 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 thak. Yashoda Mata gets up, opens the door. Nobody is there. And she looks down. Some kids are there. Little kids are there, Gopas. And they are saying, Krishna, come, let's go to the forest. And Yashoda Mata says, this is not the time to go to forest. You go and sleep. It's 12 o'clock in the midnight. Okay, you go sleep. Tomorrow you get up, then you come. I'll send Krishna. He is also sleeping. Let him sleep. You also sleep. Let me also sleep. Okay. So all throughout the night, all the Sakya Bhaktas, they're in separation from Krishna. And what about the gopis, Madhurya gopis? They're almost always in separation from Krishna only. Almost always. Because they are gopis, right? Their love for Krishna is gopya. Very much hidden. Because for the most of the time, they are in feelings of separation. And feelings of separation from Krishna are the topmost feelings of love for Krishna. They are bestowed with that opportunity to experience that Vipralambharasa constantly. So essentially what I was trying to say is, all the Vrajavasis get to associate with Krishna at different times of the day, and they are hankering for more association of Krishna. So Krishna thought, let me bring all of them together at least 1 week, 7/24. I'll be with them. Okay. Therefore, Krishna utilized this calamity of Indra's devastating rainfall as an opportunity to associate with all the devotees of Vrindavan. So a great person can convert calamity into crisis, right? Threats into opportunities. So Krishna did not allow any of the calamities caused in Vrindavan, either by devotees or by demons, to disrupt his rasa exchanges with the Vrajavasis. He only enhanced his rasic dealings with all the Vrajavasis, even through calamities caused by demons. Trinavarta comes and picks up Krishna, goes 800,000 miles high into the sky. Then Krishna experiences special type of Vatsalya Bhava of the gopis, because the gopis are very much concerned about Krishna. They're lamenting in separation from Krishna. In such a situation of lamentation, their love for Krishna is enhanced, it's increased, right? So Krishna does not disrupt his experience of rasa with the Vrajavasis. And one more important point here is, many demons created great turmoil in Vrindavan by attacking Krishna. But no one has created such a great turmoil in Vrindavan as much as Indra did. And Indra is a devotee. And the demons are not devotees. Right? So the important lesson here is, outsiders can create some disturbance in our spiritual life. Right? But when an insider is in poor consciousness, he can create more disturbance in our spiritual life. Right? So it's a responsibility of sadhakas to be in good consciousness and in good spirits in one's behavior and dealings with other devotees. Because an insider, an inmate, a devotee, who co-sadhaka, if he's not in proper consciousness, he can disturb our minds more than an outsider. Right? So therefore, let us not follow Indra's example here. However, we should not offend Indra also, because he's also a devotee. Sometimes he does like this, he acts like this, and Krishna pulls his ear and makes him humble. Okay, so it's not a license for us to offend Indra. It's a lesson for us not to act like Indra. Right? We need to learn what not to do from the activities of personalities whose pastimes are described in Bhagavatam without offending them. That's important. So let's move ahead in the story. I'll conclude in 7 more minutes. 9:30 we'll conclude, right? So Krishna lifted Govardhana mountain and he called everyone, all the Vrajavasis, come inside, don't worry. All the Vrajavasis came under Govardhana mountain when Krishna invited them. And Krishna tried to downplay himself. Krishna tried to just totally present himself in a very, very humble way by making this announcement. He said, because all of us have worshipped Giriraj Govardhan, now Govardhan is saving us from this rain caused by Indra. He is giving all credit to Giriraj only. So let Giriraj get all the credit. I am just a humble instrument. So Giriraj is empowering me to lift Govardhan mountain. See, Giriraj is protecting, Govardhan is protecting. He's not saying, I will protect you, don't worry. Come. He's not saying that. He's saying Giriraj is protecting. Of course, he said, it's my vrata to protect my devotees, but it's not, but he wants to give all glory to Govardhan mountain. Basically, Krishna does everything. He gives credit to his devotees. Krishna orchestrated entire Kurukshetra war. He gave credit to Arjuna and Bhima. You become the heroes. Bhima, you kill all the 100 sons of Dhritarashtra. Arjuna, you kill all the prominent warriors. Bhishma, Drona, Karna, etc. So Krishna likes to make his devotees heroes. Right? Let him be hero. I'll be a side character. I'll just become a driver of my devotees. So now Krishna is saying that I'm not lifting Govardhan. Govardhan is floating on its own. Okay. So come under Giriraj. All the Vrajavasis went under Giriraj. Now here is Rasaraj under Giriraj. Rasaraj Krishna lifted Giriraj Govardhan and protected all the Vrajavasis who are under the rule of Vrajaraj Indra to humble Suraraj, Vrajaraj Nanda Maharaj to humble Suraraj Indra. Okay, so this is Krishna's speciality. So while doing one pastime, he accomplishes many things. Right? He is a great achiever. He's a great multitasker. Okay, he can do many things simultaneously without compromising on anything. So next, Brajavasis came under Giriraj Govardhan. There are many more details, but I'll just quickly summarize few things. Like Govardhan mountain, when it is lifted by Krishna, it's almost touching the clouds. Okay, so by lifting Govardhan, Krishna is called Giridhari. And Krishna, Giridhari, he did not even tighten his cloth, showing complete indifference to the mighty power of foolish Indra. Okay, and the hill rose up as if the hill had wings. Okay, and all the other residents of heavenly planets like Vidyadharas, Apsaras, Chanara, Gandharvas, they started praising. Indra is in poor consciousness, but other people, they're appreciating Krishna's pastimes. Okay, and now let's see the grandeur of Giriraj Govardhan that's touched by Rasaraj Krishna. So Vrajaraj Nanda and Mother Yashoda and Mother Rohini and all the other gopas and gopis and cows and calves and bulls and buffaloes and entire cowhead community came under Giriraj. How can a medium-sized hill like Govardhan accommodate hundreds and thousands of Vrajavasis like that? Is it sufficient umbrella? One umbrella can have one person inside. You can squeeze 2 people, maybe 3 people. If it's big, 4 people. How can 1,000 people come under one umbrella? But by the touch of Giridhari Krishna, Giriraj Govardhan expanded in its size to accommodate all the Vrajavasis. Just because Giriraj expanded in size, that did not increase the weight of Krishna's little finger. So Giriraj expanding by the touch of Krishna's little finger. Giriraj is getting empowerment from Krishna's little finger, and Giriraj is floating in ecstasy. Okay, and Krishna, of course, he can effortlessly do anything. So, and Giriraj served Gokul just like a jewel-bedecked umbrella, balanced on the beautiful emerald pole of Krishna's raised arm. Krishna's hand is like a pole, and Giriraj mountain is like an umbrella. Okay, so Giriraj looked like a huge house decorated with jewels, under which our Rasaraj Krishna is like a sapphire pillar, blue sapphire pillar. Okay, so and Krishna also very stylishly, he kept one hand on the shoulder of a friend, and he was also playing his flute while lifting Giriraj. And the rain that is coming from all sides of Govardhan mountain, it's like streams of dripping pearls, right? So just imagine an umbrella, and there are some pearl garlands which are hanged on all sides of umbrella. That's how Giriraj is looking so brilliantly. Okay, then Krishna wanted to protect Giriraj also. He closed his eyes and he mentally ordered Sudarshan Chakra. Sudarshan Chakra, Giriraj is protecting all of us from the devastating rainfall of Vrindavan, but who will protect Giriraj? You start rotating above Giriraj and start consuming all the water droplets that are coming from Indra. So Giriraj is protecting Vrajavasis and Sudarshan Chakra is protecting Giriraj. Okay. Now, so fine, from above, rainfall is kind of curtailed by Sudarshan Chakra, but the flood waters that will come from all sides, right? How are the Vrajavasis under Govardhan saved from the flood waters coming from bottom? So when Krishna lifted Govardhan mountain, several rocks and some soil, some big chunks of earth, they fell down. They created a nice wall around Govardhan, right? In the nice circle around Giriraj. And on top of it, Krishna mentally ordered, Seshanag, come here. So Seshanag created a nice wall, right? Seshanag coiled around this entire Govardhan mountain, and he started blocking all the flood waters to come inside Govardhan, come under Govardhan and inundate Vrajavasis. So there is a nice wall created by Seshanag, and there's a nice roof created by Sudarshan Chakra, and Govardhan is nicely protected, and Vrajavasis are all anyways protected. Now, what about light? If Seshanag is creating high, thick walls, so walls are like this, and on top of it there is cap Govardhan. So where is light inside? Krishna has a self-effulgent body. All the Vrajavasis have self-effulgent bodies, right? All the sun is not visible for 1 week, so Krishna can create the ambience of sunlight throughout these 7 days, 7 by 24. And Vrajavasis had absolutely no problem there, right? So above, there's a big storm of roaring wind, rainstorms, then hail, dark clouds, and thunder. But inside, there is another storm of Krishna's loving glances and pleasing smiles. And there's a nice exchange of exchange between Krishna and devotees of all kinds of rasas, right? And Krishna is looking like a monsoon cloud. Krishna is wearing a dhoti that's like lightning. And Krishna smiles and Krishna's loving glances are like constant rain. And Krishna's peacock feather is like the rainbow. So under Govardhan mountain also there is another storm that's inundating all the Vrajavasis, right? This is Govardhan Puja. And this loving exchanges that all the Vrajavasis had with Krishna are a greater celebration than Govardhan Puja itself. Okay, the Acharyas are saying like this. So Krishna started reciprocating with all the Vrajavasis. He was standing in the middle, and all the Vrajavasis, whether they are in front of Krishna or on the left side of Krishna or on the right side of Krishna or behind Krishna or 1 kilometer away from Krishna, every single Vrajavasi is getting the experience of seeing Krishna face to face and smiling at Krishna and seeing Krishna smiles in reciprocation with his or her own love. In this way, Krishna created such a loving ambience, such a memorable experience for all Vrajavasis for all time to come. And especially, Mother Yashoda became very affected with Vatsalya Prema. She said, Krishna, you keep doing all kinds of mischievous activities. Why did you stop Indra Puja? And now Indra has created this devastating rainfall. Now you have to stand holding this Govardhan mountain for such a long time. How can a mother's heart tolerate this pain of seeing you like this? Okay. Then Krishna said, no, my dear mother, I am not holding Govardhan mountain. It's floating on its own. Giriraj is so merciful because Giriraj received all loving worship from all of us. Giriraj is absolutely he has become very light. He's as light as a cotton swab. I'm not holding it. Then Bhattu said, Mother Yashoda, don't worry. If Indra had not become angry, if Indra had not created this devastating rainfall, it would not be possible for us to see the sweet darshan of Krishna as Giridhari. So what Indra did is correct and what Krishna did is correct. Then Mother Yashoda said, you bold one, you naughty boy. So why are you saying like this? I'm concerned about Krishna and you are creating jokes, right? I cannot tolerate Krishna holding so much weight like this. You can't understand a mother's heart. Then Bhattu said, Mother Yashoda, Krishna is not holding Govardhan mountain. I am a Brahmana. I am a pure Brahmana. I am chanting mantras, and by the power of my mantras, Govardhan is floating. Krishna is not holding. Right? So Bhattu said like that. And Yashoda Mata became little annoyed, and she chastised this Bhattu. Then Nanda Maharaj said, no, Bhattu is such a sweet child and he is joking. He is making the mood light. So don't worry, Yashoda, don't worry. Things are okay. Then Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj pacified Yashoda Mata. Meanwhile, Vrajavasis started talking amongst themselves, right? They were seeing the beautiful, sweet form of Krishna, threefold bending form of Krishna. You know why Krishna stands in a threefold bending form? Anyone knows why can't Krishna stand straight? The answer is Krishna is overloaded with his own sweetness, right? He bends like this. And Krishna is overloaded with the love of Srimati Radharani and all the Vrajavasis. So Krishna bends like this. Okay. So Krishna, although he is standing by holding Govardhan mountain, He's in a threefold bending form. His legs were not, both feet were not touching the ground. Only one foot was touching the ground. He is not giving up his stylish threefold bending form, although he is holding weight. Okay, because it is Krishna who is Rasaraj, he is Akhila Rasamrita Murti. He can reciprocate with all the devotees in all rasas. Then Krishna started playing his flute just to reduce the concern and anxiety of Vrajavasis. All these Vrajavasis are feeling so much anxiety that I am holding such a great weight. Therefore, I must reduce their anxiety by playing this sweet flute song so that they will think that I am not exerting myself so much. Okay. So Krishna started playing flute. Then Madhumangal became very anxious. He said, hey, don't play flute, Krishna. We know the effect of your flute. In Venugita chapter, we have discussed. When Krishna plays flute, hard rocks will melt. Right? Before even Indra's rainfall could touch us, Govardhan will melt into water and Govardhan will inundate us. Krishna, please don't play flute. Another Vrajavasi said, Batu, don't worry. Govardhan knows when to melt and when not to melt. Okay, Govardhan is a devotee of discrimination. He doesn't do anything that is harmful to us. So you don't worry. And some other Gopa said, Krishna, you are very much tired. Okay, you relax. We'll hold Govardhan mountain. We have sticks. They started putting some sticks. Krishna slightly released some weight of Govardhan mountain on the sticks, and the sticks started breaking, and we cannot do that. So Krishna continued to lift. And many other sweet things happened, and Srimati Radharani glanced on Krishna. And Krishna became a little distracted. And the Govardhan mountain started shaking. And all the elders started noticing. Okay. Then some gopis said, hey, don't look at Krishna. They told Srimati Radharani, don't look at Krishna. Actually, Radharani is looking at Krishna, empowering Krishna to hold Govardhan mountain. Okay. So Krishna is deriving some power from Srimati Radharani to be able to hold Govardhan mountain. Like that, so many sweet exchanges have happened in this Govardhan Lila. There is no time. I went already beyond time. Just to quickly summarize, Krishna in this way held Govardhan mountain for 7 days and 7 nights. And he finally kept Govardhan back in its place. Everyone was watching. Krishna placed Govardhan back in its place. Nobody could understand how it happened. Right? Nobody could understand how it has happened. Because his mountain is there on his finger like this. And the mountain is so wide, right? So how Krishna places there? First he sent all Brajavasis, and how he came out from the aperture of Govardhan and how he placed it there, nobody could figure out, but everything was visible to everyone. Anyways, Krishna came out, and Mother Yashoda became very concerned. The elder Gopas and Gopis came, especially Gopis, motherly Gopis came, and they started taking Krishna's hand. Krishna, with this little hand, you lifted Govardhan. They started massaging the hand. Some Gopis started kissing the hand. Some Gopis and Gopas started hugging Krishna. And Krishna, and they were not in a mood to go back homes. They felt that why Krishna stopped rainfall, why Indra started rainfall. Maybe he could have continued rainfall forever, for the rest of eternity. Eternally, we will be under Govardhan mountain only. Nobody had a mood to go back home. Okay, but Krishna said you should go back home. So they accepted Krishna's words and they went back to their homes. And Mother Yashoda's concerned. Krishna started playing flute. And Krishna said, Krishna, don't play flute. Your belly has caved in. Please take something. And Krishna is not listening to Mother Yashoda. And Yashoda called Subal, his very dear associate of Krishna. And Yashoda Mata gave a tambul to Subal and told Subal, you please go and feed this to Krishna. And Krishna accepted it. So like that, this whole Govardhan episode has created a very, very deep, long-lasting impression in the hearts of all the Vrajavasis. Somehow by Prabhupada's grace, we have access to all these divine pastimes through Krishna book and through Srimad Bhagavatam. So we are eternally grateful to all our acharyas and Srila Prabhupada for giving us access to this treasure house of Krishna Lila. So this is a very concise description of Govardhana Lila. So we'll continue our Krishna Katha in the evening and tomorrow. So with this I'll conclude. Thank you very much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. And I began my bhakti in Bangalore only, right, in IASC. And I used to come to Jagannath temple on Sundays. So I'm very grateful to all the devotees at Bangalore for having me here for after almost a decade. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Welcome back to Bangalore, Roji. This is the beginning of your visit again to Bangalore. Please keep coming regularly. So all the devotees know His Grace Gauranga Darshan Prabhu. No need to introduce Prabhuji. But still, for our own purification, I'd like to give a small introduction. So as Prabhuji said, he graduated from IISc Bangalore and used to regularly come to Sheshadipuram temple. And later on came in touch with His Grace Gauranga Prabhu and joined ISKCON Chowpatty. And Prabhuji was put in the project of Govardhana Eco Village. And Prabhuji is now there in Govardhana Eco Village, heading the department of Bhaktivedanta Vidyapith. So, which has created a revolution in Shastric study within ISKCON by offering so many courses, online, offline. And I was also fortunate to be part of Bhakti Vaibhav course, which I completed successfully under Prabhuji's guidance. Prabhuji was teaching us in Pune. So like this, many batches of devotees are doing these courses. And especially his wonderful contribution is Bhagavata Subodhini, guidebooks, which has made Bhagavatam so easy to understand. Just go through it, you will get the whole flow and connections and commentaries, the important points. So that made it so easy to understand Bhagavatam, which is just keep Bhagavatam and Subodhini. We can easily read the books. And so he started writing this Bhagavat Subodhini, and now Prabhuji has written almost 30 books, even for children and shloka books and even books which give some nice lessons, like I'm not able to correct the names, but many books Prabhuji has written recently. So many books are there. Every month I get one email with additional saying that no, one more book is being published. So like this, Prabhuji has written created revolution in Bhagavatam studies. So we're thankful to him for coming here. So let's express our gratitude to Prabhuji by chanting once Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Evening program, children's program, 5 o'clock. So there is
I thank all the devotees and my respects to all the senior devotees here. Hare Krishna.
So children's program for kids will be there between 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. and 7 o'clock after Gaurarti. So Krishna Katha will continue 7 o'clock to 8:30. So we request devotees to join, and even the devotees on Zoom can also try to come physically. Hare Krishna. So prasadam for all devotees. So devotees can proceed to prasadam hall.
Shri Jagannath Baladev Dharma ki jai. Hare Krishna devotees, I will end the Zoom session now.